In this video, I'm going to explain the fundamentals of UV mapping. I'm doing this video after I did the other video, the metal barrel, so a few things might be repeated, but I just want to create a very simple project here, which is to create a cereal box, just to show you the fundamentals of UV mapping, so explain that a little bit better. So I have my cube here, and something's going on with my tablet. Right, okay, so I've got my cube. I'm going to my, every time you create a UV map, you create an object, it comes with a UV map already applied. So the cube, this is perfect UV mapping. How do I know this? I show you what I mean. What you see here, if I select face, you would see the face there. In order to see the whole UV map, you need to click here, UV sync selection. So then I can see, I'm working on this. I'm going to demonstrate by adding something we call UV checker. Our view map is under here, UV, so you come here into under your object data properties and you have UV map. It comes with that UV map. What I'm going to do, I'm going to apply a new material and create a new material, and I'm going to call it UV checker, which you have available as a texture. You have available on your canvas under the resources tab. And as we are using the shading quite a lot more, the shading tab, I'm just going to create it here so you get used. But it's the same as we're using here, remember? It's the same as what you see here, it's what you see there. So I'm going to create a new image texture map. There you go. And I'm going to open my UV checker. And I'm going to connect the color to my base color. And of course, I need then to apply to this. Hold on a minute. There you go. So let me go back to layout so I can show a little bit better. So I can't see it because I am in my solid mode. I have to come here into my texture viewport shading. So this is what it means, the UV map. If I go to my UV editing, that's what you see. So that's my texture there. And if I select this and I move, sorry, let me just make sure that you can see there. Right. Okay, so if I move this face there in my UV map, it shows the corresponding texture, right? Okay, so what I want to show you is if I start to modify, so why can't we use this? Because you're going to start modifying this. So let's say if you do this, you insert and you extrude and insert again and then extrude and so on. Look, yeah. What you have, you can see here the new face is created, but the UV is not laid out in the proper way. So what is a UV? Is the equivalent as a 2D image, and UV stands for the horizontal and vertical. It's the XY coordinates in your world in a 3D, in a 3-axis. So you have the XY axis, which is the 2D image. But in order to differentiate that, they call it UV. U standing for horizontal, I don't know why, and then V for vertical. So this is not unwrapped, as you can see here. So if I try to look at that edge there, no, that face, my face is not flat here. It's just showing as a edge. That's why we need to create new UVs once you create a new object. Okay, so let's just do that now. I'm going to delete this. I don't need any more. I'm going to create our cereal box so I can show you other things. Delete. Create a new cube. And I'm going to scale this cube, shape differently a little bit, maybe a little bit like that. Okay, and G, I'm just going to put it up here, right? Okay, so that's going to be my CerealBox. I need to come here and add this object, UV checker, and if I select, come to edit mode, I will be able to see my UV there. So as I scale this, as you can see, my texture now is stretched. In this case, squashed here, stretched that way, stretched. So I want to lay out new UVs for it, or I need to organize those UVs so the texture doesn't stretch. If I do this, if I kind of start scaling, you see, that could do this way, but you know, that's, for example, I have a very big texture here and then I have a small texture there, and it depends on what you're texturing, but we want a continuous image here, so we want to make sure that all our texture has the same size, right? The other thing is important, if I press N for my and for this tab to come up here. Now, as a scale, my scale here now is 0.4127. I want to apply this transformation because this is my final size, and I want to apply that. I want to keep this as 111. So it's Command A. I have an Apple Mac, so it's Command A, and I want to apply this transformation, so I have one, and apply as well my location. So Command A and apply all transform. So zero is my 0. This is where my object wants to be. Okay, so this is 111. It's important to keep, once you model objects, make sure that you apply your transformations. So N. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to mark scenes. I need to tell Blender how to unwrap this, so how I want to apply the textures. So I come to my edit mode and I'm going to create seams. Why I'm going to create the seams, it depends. It's always a bit trial and error. So by choosing the edges, where do you want your object to unfold? Imagine this is a packaging. So I have my top one. How do I open? Maybe not this one, maybe open this and that, and then I'm choosing, you have to try this, but you can do whatever suits best. So let me just do this. So I select, I imagine this open this way, this open up. Maybe this one. And maybe that one. And let's see. What I'm going to do, I'm mark seam and see what happens there when I unwrap. I need to select. So make sure you come here in order to select everything, correct to X-ray thing. Unwrap. So you see, so now if I select this and move, yeah, but you know, I can see here this, everything is more or less the same size. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select all of this and I'm just going to pack island. So because I don't want the same texture in the same place. So when you pack island, you put your faces in, inside this UV island nicely, right? So the other thing I want to check, I already can see here that this one, when I apply the texture, will be upside down. So I'm going to select here and I'm going to change this. R for rotation, if I think I write 180, it doesn't work in my thing here. So you want to rotate 180 degrees. So just rotate. don't know why Blender is not. Do I have here? Oh yeah, rotate. There you go. Minus 180. Okay. Right, so now I know this is going to be up. I need to check as well because this is going to be a continuous texture. So let me just show you the texture in Photoshop. You have that. This is the texture we're going to apply. So in this case, it's not a big deal, but sometimes you have a continuation of texture. So I need to see if the seams match. Go back to Blender. And I'm going to check this seam here. That seam. Yeah. Let me just see. First, what faces what? So this one is over there. And this one is over here. So I want this face to be together with this one. So I'm going to move G this one. I'm just organize a little bit. So let me just check which edge this is. This is that edge over there. And this is this edge. So I want that edge to be with this edge. So I'm going to come here in that face and I'm going to rotate. Actually, I want to flip. I don't know if I can. Yeah. Mirror X. I don't know why I didn't do it. So it's not doing it. I just want to be able to flip. G. No, that I make it transparent, upside down. I don't want to. I just want to be able to flip, and I really hope I can actually flip. If I can't, I'm going to have to check why I cannot flip. In my other software, we can just flip. Flip the edge, the face in UV, and then you know you get the right transform mirror. Oh, undo. So yeah, it's transform. No, it's actually mirror x-axis. It should be all right now. I hope. It isn't, so I don't know, guys. I'll check and I'll come back to you. Mirror x-axis. Okay, just leave it as at the moment. So I have my back one here. Where's this one as a face? Ah. This is the front one. This is the back one. Okay. This is the side one. This is the top one. I don't want the top one to be in that direction, so I can rotate 90 degrees. And I'm going to check which edge that is. It's this edge at the front, so it could go together with this other edge. Yeah, so this one is here. G for move. Put it there. Right? You don't need to do this, but it's good practice to keep everything tidy. And that's, oh, this is my back one, and this is the front one. Right, okay, that's why I was having problems. So hold on a minute. This is the front one. I'm going to put it here. And this is the side one, the back one. And this needs to be, this is what, a side one as well. I'm going to put it here. Scale a little bit. Select all of them, scale, and I move that one a little bit, G, so I don't want to be overlapping. That's it. So there you go. The whole thing is I have my UV mapping, and I'm just gonna go and export UV layout, and I call it Cereal UV. I'll put it there. Export UV layout. So I go to my Photoshop now, and I'm gonna open my Cereal UV. That's it. That's my Cereal UV. I don't know what size I actually exported. I exported as a 2K map. I don't know how big my, let's see this one, my texture is. I didn't need a 2K map. I'm just checking. Yes, it's quite big, so I'm okay with that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to select this, and I'm going to bring into as a new layer in my UV map. It's quite a large one, so I can scale down. Okay, I'm going to put it here for now. I'm going to put underneath the other one so I can kind of work make it maybe more transparent, because I just want to just check. So I'll go back to Blender and I say, okay, the front one, my front face is this one, and my side face, that's the other side. What's this face? Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to swap these two. No, it's all right. I can leave this one and that one. So I know the front of my thing has to be on this face here. So I just go back to Photoshop, and so that is the one. I'm gonna cut this bit here, which is my banana. So Control X and Control V, and I'm gonna put it inside there. It's not occupying the whole thing, but I'm gonna fill up with the green color. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to select this color. I come here, so I just bring it here. Select with my, it's difficult because I'm going outside my video area here. I select that with my eyedrop tool, and I'm going to create a new layer. So if we can get here, layer, new layer, and I'm going to fill up with that color. Sorry, I had a little bit of a problem here. Let me just go and pick up the color again. With my eyedropper tool. And I come to the new layer, and with my paint bucket, I just, I have a problem with my Photoshop because I have to update my operating system. So I keep getting some problems with my Photoshop. Yeah, manage now. There you go. So now I'm going to put underneath, and then I put on the top as a reference. So I'm just doing this roughly, really. So I'll come here and I resize. I see I'm having serious problems here. There you go. There. Okay. And now I go back to Blender. Let's have a look at what I have here. That's going to be my back one. So I'm just going to opacity 100%. So I'm going to select this here. I'm just going to do 2 of them, yes, because otherwise this video is going to be too long. And it's this on here. Go back there to my Photoshop, and I know that it's in here. There you go. Yeah, so I'm going to put it there. So if I go back to Blender again, I see what this one is. This is the bottom part. Yeah, so I can go back to Photoshop again and bring up my image. Just put this at the top. So that bit there is my bottom part. There are many other ways you can do this, guys, but I'm just trying to do it quickly. So copy and then paste, and I'm going to put this bit here, there, and I'm going to stretch a little bit. So I come here and I stretch as well in this one. You get the idea. I'm going to do this bits only, yeah? So, just to show you how it works. So supposing I finish adding all the bits, maybe I can add one more bit and come here in Blender and see what's this side here. This side I can put one of those packaging information. So come here to my original image and maybe I get this bit here. And then I come here. If you haven't used Photoshop yet, so you might need some help with this. But we see if we can cover. I don't remember which one. It was this one. Maybe, I know it was that one, wasn't it? Yeah, it was this one. Just do that. Yeah. The others, I'm just going to leave it flat colors because if now I need to deselect this bit, deselect my UV. This was just reference. I don't need that bit. That's it. That's it. I know exactly this is in the right position. So if I come and save this, save as, and I save as I'm going to save a copy as a JPEG, and I'm going to call it, so it's quite huge here. I'm trying to resize inside the video. So Cereal Monkey color, right? Because I'm actually saving the color. So save. Okay. So now I go back to Blender and go back to my shading, and I change this to my monkey, Cereal Monkey color. And let's go back to my layout, and there you have it. Of course, I didn't actually put a lot of work in that. That looks a bit odd there, but it's just, you can always go back to Photoshop and make sure to adjust this inside. Yeah, so this is the bottom part that we put. I don't see the one on the side. Maybe I didn't actually select it. Oh, no, I didn't. So, that part there, you see? If I go back here and see here, I didn't adjust properly. So I go to my monkey one, and I'm gonna adjust and adjust at the bottom. There you go. And I deselect that bit, and I save again. Save a copy on my computer as a JPEG. Yeah, save. It's going to say replace. Yes, replace. Okay. And I go back to Blender. Blender should ask me automatically, but it doesn't. My software does. Going to my UV editing, to my shading. And I'm just going to reload that monkey, open image, and go back to my layout. That's it. Now this is perfect. That information here is on the side, the back is at the back, the bottom is at the bottom. Right? That's it, guys. Have a go and see what you can do to package your cereal. Okay? That's all for this video.